What's going on, G Squad? It's your boy D Man, and we back and we back and we back. You already know what time it is, man. Why it don't look too good out here. It don't look too good out here, but I got a lot of work to do, and I wanted to touch in with you guys and you know, bring y'all along on what I got to do today. I gotta get to the truck, tackle that. Got a show to get to tomorrow. So with that being said, I need to do the oil change, stuff on the truck. So I went out this morning, grabbed the oil for that. I'm gonna be doing that. Most importantly, gotta get to the SS today, man. So had a little situation happen with the SS that prevented me from driving it maybe about a good week or two ago. So I'm gonna share that with y'all, man. It ain't bad, but it ain't too good either. Already figured out what the problem is. Good thing is I already ordered the parts for it. The parts came in yesterday. Yeah, came in yesterday, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that problem resolved. Situation is actually in the lights. The lights. So I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. Got something to do with the headlights, this, that, and the third, and an aftermarket plug switch that I bought. But I'm gonna show y'all that in a little bit. So finna go ahead and get started, man. You already know we gotta get this done. Let me go ahead and actually run this out. Oh man, we got to get that done. We got to get this done. This is the Mobile right now. I know I got rid of the Camaro, so I ain't really got a whole nother car right now. Before we get started, you gotta like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Smash that notification bell. That way you can get the alerts. Ooh, bubble wrap. That way you can get all the alerts of them new drops that's coming. You did, so stay tuned. So, you know how you think a 10-minute job gonna be a 15-minute job or 20-minute job at the most? No, it's one of them cases again. So let me show y'all what I got on a stupid oil change. Now everybody know how simple an oil change is. So number one, the drain plug gave me hell. I done bust out 3 different ratchets, air tools, all this kind of stuff. So this is what happens when you take your cars to the shop to get oil changes. They sit there and they use those air tools and ratchet that thing on, and then it's hard to get off. That is only supposed to be tightened down, I think, to like 11 foot-pound torque or something like that, something real small. You know what I mean? Almost like hand tighten, but they air ratchet. So I'm in there struggling. Finally got off. You see, I'm sweating. You know what I mean? So, you know, woo, that glow. Woo. But anyways, man. So yeah, I finally got that off. And then I don't care how much preparation you do to try not to spill oil everywhere. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. I mean, I took the drain plug out. I had the paper laid out, the oil pan. I'm slowly backing the screw out. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure I slide the pan. I'm like, ooh, here it is. This is the spot right here. Take the plug out, man. That shit shoot clean over the bucket. So now I got an oil stain in my driveway that I'm gonna have to pressure wash. And I just had my concretes pressure washed too. So I'm gonna have to take out my pressure washing and get this cleaned out. But so look at the splatter, man. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. And I mean, I had this laid out. Don't judge me, y'all. Yeah, it's bubble wrap, and for y'all that's gonna be in the comments, well, you should have used this, you should have used that, and you gotta make do with what you got. You know what I mean? So I had some extra bubble wrap out of a package box, and it's big too. It's a nice little chunk change, and you see my catch drain. My catch drain is huge. So but anywho, had that issue, but got it drained out now. But then my second issue, the oil filter on this truck is crazy small on the bottom half. You see what I got? I got all these different types of tools, do oils, and even this, which is supposed to be a universal, too big. When it ratchets down, let's see if I can show y'all this. When it ratchet down, it's supposed to squeeze in. You see that? But yeah, it don't go down far enough, so it's too big. And I thought this one would work, because this is like really small. But guess what? It's still too big. So I had to call a homeboy. Homeboy has another tool that I can use, and he's gonna run that down to me shortly. Then I'll be able to finish this job up. But right now, I'm at a dead stop on a stupid oil change, you know what I mean? So I can't really fault the dealerships for taking all day, man. They in there, I wonder if they had these same issues. No, because they got everything at their hands, everything at their disposal. You know what I mean? When you're doing DIY, you ain't gonna have everything. But anywho, we ain't gonna let that stop the program. We're gonna hold on this. I'm gonna go back in here, start looking at these packages, opening stuff for the SS. And then we might go ahead and tackle the SS right now while I'm waiting on my homeboy. You did? So I'll be right back with y'all, man, and we're gonna see what we got in these boxes. All right, peoples, and we back, checking in. So my homeboy just gave me a call. He's actually on his way with the part that I need to take that oil filter off, and so I just went ahead and jumped on a few other things. So what we're finna do right now, we're finna go ahead and open up this package real quick, man. So I ordered some more parts from Mike's Montes for the Monte Carlo. That way I can kind of finish up some things with it, man. So Mike's Montes is my like go-to place for the SS. I'm gonna grab these scissors real quick. Woo! All right, so I ordered a couple of these, man. So basically, these are the hooks for the sun visors. I got brand new sun visors for it. Let me show y'all what them look like. Bam! So brand new sun visors for it. You know what I mean? And I need to get some new clips to hold it because the old ones, they were a little bit worn. And you know, the sun visors, when they worn on them Gbodies, when these are worn on those Gbodies, man, sun visors be doing all this, flapping in the wind. You can flip it and that's called flip back. You know what I mean? So I want to go ahead and get some of these. And I also had to order some door lock knobs. Cause you know, these things, man, they kind of like chip, and that chrome plated stuff come off real easy. So I went ahead and ordered some new ones of these. So we'll have the doors finished, we'll have the interior completely finished, except for the under the console, up under the column, there's a cover that's there. I actually have that. It's upstairs, it's painted, it's ready to go on, but I wanted access to underneath so I can, you know, finish up, tighten up some wires and this, that, and the third. So that's basically what we got. So now the issue with the Monte Carlo and the lights. Quick story, man. So my homeboy hit me up, man. My boy ready to ride, you know what I mean? Bet, let me fire up, you know what I mean? Betty White, and we gonna hit them streets. Man, I go fire it up, you know, I'm amped, it revved up, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Man, I hit that light switch, you know what I mean? Cut the new lights on. Walked back in the house, came back in, and then when I got in the car, man, to backing out the garage, I noticed it was some smoke coming out of the speaker. Automatically out the gate, I'm thinking like, oh shoot, when I put the new dash in, I didn't put some type of wire on. It's something back there arcing or doing whatever, you know what I mean, whatever. Me and Stasia just hopped in the back of my homeboy Gbody, which is actually not that bad back there, you know what I mean? You know them Gbodies be kind of tight, but anyways, I took the dash apart again, and I found out what it was. It is the headlight wire, which is a brown wire on those cars, at the switch. It was burning, okay? This is the piece, the actual switch itself. This. I bought an aftermarket switch, and it was an 8-pin. Gbodies only come with a 7-pin. The actual switch that I bought, it has some type of 3-step pull. And if you pull it on the first one, the lights wouldn't come on, but it would do something funky, but then you have to cut it onto the second one, and then your fog lights, or you know, your turn signals, what we call it, the cool lights, you know what I mean? Them joints, park lights, they come on. But at first, when I would just kind of like pull it out on the first switch, it would keep popping fuses, popping fuses, popping fuses. As a matter of fact, let's go on out there and I can show y'all what this is. Now, this is the new switch that I bought. You can see it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So it got 8 pins. This is the older switch, the OEM, and you can see I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So, one issue. So this is the old one. So notice it has, and it's all the way in right now, It's all the way in. So notice they got 1 pull, 2 pulls. This is the aftermarket one that I bought. And I actually think I got this one through Summit Racing, and it's just like a generic GM placement. And I'll put into this, if I can find a box for this one, I'll put this one in the description. For Gbodies, man, I would advise to stay away from this, man. So anyway, so I got 1, 2, 3. And you heard all 3 clicks, right? So that was an issue. And then the difference on the pins, you see where this pin is right here? There isn't one over here. All right. So it's an extra pin, and I think that brown wire was getting burnt out some way, somehow, based off of using this. So we're gonna go ahead and go back with the GM one, and we just gonna call that a day. You did. That's bad, though, man. Look at that wire. That bad. And it only went midway up, so I can actually like, I can either do 2 things. I can cut right here and then cut at the bottom and then splice in a new brown wire, or I can just heat shrink this and then call it a day. And then that's about it with that, man. So that's the issue that we got, man. My homeboy should be pulling up, so we're gonna finish all this and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, you know what I mean, after we get everything resolved. You did, so stay tuned. And we back. Bye. You already know, but your boy out here sweating like a mud, boy. So I went ahead, I finished up that oil change situation. The truck is sitting out there looking oh so good. I drove around the block a little bit just to kind of check on it, you know what I mean? I'm working on that wire situation right now, so I'm just show y'all what I got. Just wanted to kind of tap in, let y'all know, yeah, I'm still here. You dig? So I'm still working. So basically what I did was I kind of cleaned the wire up a little bit, and I'm using some of these what do you call these things, these heat shrinks, like I said before, to recover the wire. So ultimately what I did was I found a nice little stopping point where the wire wasn't burnt all the way through, and then I just kind of overlapped them coming down. So as you can see, it's starting to look good. I trimmed the edge off, and then I did that piece already, so you can see it. I'm gonna heat it up a little bit more. Then I'm gonna splice it in together, cover it, and then boom, slide this back into the harness, and we all ready to go. You did. So yeah, that's that. I also went ahead and cut into this, because I wanted to cut into this and make a bigger opening so I can see the wires and stuff back here, just in case I need to get quick access to it. So I went ahead and did that too. Made a mess on my new carpets, but ain't nothing a good vacuum can't get out. A good little scrub brush and a vacuum. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up. You did. So stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. We're gonna get this thing done. I would love to go ahead and just get it back fired up today. So we're gonna see, man. All right, people, then we back, man. So got it done. I'm about to plug the battery back up. Nope, I'm about to plug the battery back up and see what's up. But as you can see, it's done. Wire completely covered again. Back on the new switch. And then I went ahead and plugged back up the dash. But I didn't bolt it down because I just wanted to test everything. The lights come on. So let me see, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, actually, nah, lights ain't gonna cut on right now because I ain't got a battery plug. So let's go ahead and plug the battery up real quick. Alright. Lights are on in the front. Ain't nothing flickering. Ain't no smoke. I don't smell no fire. You know what I mean? And so that look like it should be good to go. So I'm gonna crank it in a little bit, man. But first, I gotta get in here. I gotta take me a little drinky drink. You know what I mean? I've been out here working. I've been out here grinding all day long. You know what I mean? And then got back in. You already know what time it is, man. Margarita time. It's margarita time. Old lady got the margarita popping. Salt on the rim. Strong? What's it like? It ain't strong? You got salt all on your lip. Where you get these little magnificent scrawls from?
I cut it.
Oh, you cut it? Out here finna fire this thing up, man. Real quick, like. Ain't been fired up in a minute. So we're gonna see what's up. For a little bit. We're gonna turn these lights on. Alright, so I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, man. Then we're gonna turn these lights on, test it out, see what's up. You did, so stay with me.
You telling me that? They gonna be hard for me to do. And I'm fucking.
Why? When I say y'all got to see this one in person, oh, yeah, man, y'all don't hear it. Y'all, on the camera, man, it don't even do it no justice, man. My partner showed up. Yeah, man, Keith. Say, yo. I'm telling you, man, it's straight Gbody Central. We don't do nothing else but them G's. Oh, let y'all know now, I was working on that wide situation, man, and bad news, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to tap back in. I'm thinking I might have to take the dash back out. Cross your fingers, I hope not, but if so, then it's gonna have to be done, and we're gonna get it repaired, you know what I mean? But, you know, long story short, it's still getting hot. The new switch is in. So I'm thinking it's a bad ground somewhere. We're gonna get it figured out one time, you did? So stay tuned. What's going on, G Squad? All right, man, and we back. So I couldn't get no sleep last night, man, thinking about the wire situation on Betty White, man, and because, you know, I said it's a ground wire, but it ain't like me just to be missing like wires, random wires. So anyways, man, last night started doing some digging, started doing some research online, looking into that brown wire in the Haynes manual, and then just kind of like tracing steps back on the circuitry, right? And then I may have had an epiphany. I'm hoping that this is the situation. I'm gonna tell you what I found. So I didn't truly realize how fuses work, okay? So with the old switch, if you, like I showed y'all, it's a 3-step pull switch. So on that first pull, if you did that first pull, it would like consistently pop fuses. It would pop fuses. One of the main fuse that it would pop all the time would be the tail lamp fuse. But anyways, just keep that in mind. So I'm online, I'm looking at, you know, wires burning, this, that, and the third. Now this will happen to come across a forum that starts talking about wires burning because it's too much electrical current going through that wire. And I'm like, all right. So they was like, it's either, you know, it's arcing somewhere, or it's an unfused and it's drawing too much power and this, that, and the third. So I'm like, unfused. Well, I don't get that part. So I started looking at the fuses. And I asked the question, can I put a bigger fuse and substitute for a smaller or whatever like that? And people were just in there, yeah, like if you want to cause a fire, if you want to do this, that, and the third. And I was like, huh. So then I came back on the circuit
here's the light switch. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this little box right here is the light switch. And then right here is the orange wire. And then this is the brown wire that's burning. So it's literally burning right in this section, right in here. So when you cut it on, notice right here is this orange wire is connected to the tail fuse. 20 amp. Y'all, I stuck a 30 amp in that box a minute ago. So I went outside late last night into the garage just to kind of look and see if I was correct, if I did stick a bigger fuse in there. And guess what? I did. It's a 30 amp in there. So I got excited. So I'm hoping if that's our problem, we're gonna find out right now if that's the problem. A 30 amp fuse in a 20 amp location. I'm finna pull it. I'm finna put a 20 amp in. I'm gonna fire the car up. And I'm gonna turn these lights on. And hopefully, you know what I mean, we should be back in the ball game in the right area. So we're gonna see. Let me go ahead, I got my fuses out. Let me go ahead and find, oh, these ain't the right fuses. Let me go ahead and find a fuse for it. And then, what's this? 20s. Yeah. So we got the 20s right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this fuse in, man. We're gonna fire it up. And we're gonna see. And we're gonna see what we got. You did, so stay tuned. Alright, man. So it's not burning the wire no more, man. It's not getting hot no more. So I'm dumb excited. 30 amp fuse in the place of a 20, allowing too much electrical current in. So that was it. Woo! I saved my car from burning down. Saved it from burning down, y'all. So we good to go. You did. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, man. I appreciate it. And then we're gonna come on back. Hey, use the right fuse.